Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Welcome if you're new. My name's Bria and I love everything books. Believe it or not, this week is my last week of college. Like ever. What? I'm literally graduating in 4 days. That's insane. I mean, you can probably tell. It's looking very empty in here. There used to be a whole reading chair and my TBR cart and a whole bunch of stuff. And it's literally just empty. The whole room is looking very sad. We got that whole bed over there literally just empty. I mean, this side of the room looking pretty normal, but yeah. This corner, very sad. And I'm gonna have to take down all my decorations in the next few days, which is so sad because that wall is gonna be empty. All of this is gonna be gone. And then my whole little like art collage down there is gonna be gone. It's gonna be very sad. But I thought we'd vlog the last few days and see how much I can read. I have not been reading like at all, which is kind of unfortunate. But yesterday and today, I finished a book in 2 days, which is unheard of for me this year. Let me go grab it. I have my little puny bookshelf over here with the only books that I currently have in my dorm. But this is the book that I read. I read The Librarian of Burned Books, which is a World War II historical fiction. It looks really beat up, but it's literally only like 2 years old, which is kind of crazy. But I finished this in 2 days. Ridiculous. I think I read like 270 pages yesterday, and then it's like 400 pages, so the other 130 today, which is insane. Honestly, didn't love it. Only gave it 3 stars. But hey, I have not read a book in 2 days, and I can't even tell you how long. So, progress. I feel like the storyline was kind of all over the place. You follow 3 different girls. You follow Althea in Berlin in 1933, Hannah in Paris in 1936, and Vivian in New York in 1944. And their lives all interconnect throughout the story. I was just honestly lost. I had to keep like looking at the back and reminding myself which character was which because there was so much happening. It was definitely really interesting. There's a whole plot of ASEs, which are Armed Services Editions. I think that's what it is. But basically, it was a program during World War II, maybe during other wars, where they sent books to soldiers in the war so they would have like entertainment and something fun that was not war. And so that was really interesting learning about. Overall, just too much happening. It was okay. There's also one of the main plots is a lesbian romance, which I was not aware it was in this book when I first grabbed it. And it didn't start until like, I don't know, like a third of the way through the book. Another reason why I didn't love it, because I love having that content in books that I read. So just to let you know, it wasn't in the back, which usually it is. So yeah, 3 stars. It was interesting. I feel like there's so many World War II historical fictions. They all kind of are very similar, and this is just kind of another one. So 3 stars. And I only have 2 books left in this room, so we're gonna have to pick one of those to read next. Out of the 2 I have, I think I'm gonna read None of This Is True by Lisa Jewell. I've heard so many things about this book. I think it came out kind of recently. Yeah, 2023. Honestly, all I remember about this book is that there's like a podcaster. I'm just gonna read like the first sentence, or like the little blurb. It says, when a famous podcaster interviews a stranger promising to divulge the story of a lifetime, secrets emerge that threaten to expose the truth of the lives they've both worked hard to project and protect. Sounds really interesting. It is a mystery thriller, so I will not be reading any of the rest of the blurb because I do not want spoilers. Seriously, the blurbs on back of books annoy me so much because why is it telling you information that happens like a third of the way through the book? That's spoilers? Please don't do that. Bro, there's Emily Henry on the back of here, Gillian McAllister, and Lucy Foley. That's crazy. Also, I think this is my first Lisa Jewell book. I don't think I've read any of her books yet. I have a few on my shelf, not here. Yeah, I haven't, but I have a few of her books. This one I've heard great things about. We'll see how long it takes me to read. Considering I read 270 pages yesterday, I can probably read a lot, but also it's finals week. So realistically, I don't know how much I'm gonna read. Today I have nothing left. However, it is 6:30 in the afternoon. So not much time left, but also no responsibilities today. So I'm gonna start reading this. But as for the rest of the week, tomorrow I have my last 2 college classes ever. Insane. I also do have 2 essays that I need to do this week. 2 last essays ever. There's a theme in this video. Yeah, so tomorrow's gonna be a busy day. I don't think I'll be able to read a whole ton, but we'll have last classes, last homework, probably start taking down decorations tomorrow or Wednesday. So sad. Also, today's Monday. I don't know if I said that. Today's Monday, I graduate on Friday. Only a few days left. But yeah, let's start. None of This Is True. I'm excited. I've only read 1 thriller this year so far, and it was not a good one. I read The Paris Apartment, and that was a 2-star, so I'm hoping this will be better. But yeah, let's start it. How is this book also 370 pages? The last book I read was also exactly 370 pages. What are the chances? Wait, no, I think it was 390. It's still really close. It's longer than I thought it would be. I have no idea what just happened. Part 1. I'm 50 pages in, and I'm definitely very intrigued. It seems like every single character in this book is lying or hiding something. I guess, hence, none of this is true. Yeah, very intrigued. Basically, we're following 2 women. There is Alex, who is a podcaster, and then Josie, who just seems like this regular woman that has definitely some secrets. But basically, they're birthday twins. They're both born on the same day at the same hospital, and they just like happen to run into each other when they're both celebrating their 45th birthday. And now they are planning to do a podcast together because Josie has something going on. Her life is very mundane, and there seems like there's a lot of trauma in her life, and so she's going to unveil her life story in this podcast. We've been getting snippets of the podcast, which has been super interesting. Let me see if I can find it. Like the script, that's not the right word. Can't think of the right word, but we're getting like snippets of the podcast. Apparently there are some murders that are going to happen. Don't know who yet. Obviously not going to say, I'm going to spoil it. But I'm in the dark. Very intrigued. I have no idea where this is going. I don't know how much more I'm going to end up reading today. Also, my mic stopped working. Every single time I film with them, they just don't pick up audio. So we're back to just iPhone audio. But anyways, that's how the book's going. I'll definitely read more tonight. See you tomorrow with more reading updates.
Press down, 1 to go. That's it. Last class.
Oh my gosh, guys. I just finished my last class ever. Like ever. Clearly I cannot wrap my mind around it. It does not feel real. What? I had 2 classes today. The first one, we did a homework assignment in class, so that class is like completely done. Like I got my grade back already. Insane. That was Gospels and Acts. So much fun. And then the second class was Pentateuch, and we got out early in that class, which never happens. Class periods at GCU are 1 hour and 45 minutes, which is a long time, and this professor always went right to the tail end. And this time we got out at after 50 minutes of class, which was insane. Nice little treat for the last class of my life. How is that real? It's insane. I've been doing like school my entire life up until today. I still have 2 essays though, so gotta do those. Probably take you long, and submit my final college essay, which is insane. But onto the book. I did get so far through last night. I'm over halfway. I'm on page 202. I've read 202 pages, and most of that was last night. Honestly, I would have read more last night, but thriller. So I made myself stop and then like watch YouTube before I went to bed. Cause this book is unsettling. There hasn't been like anything like creepy or like jump scary. It's like it's not horror, it's thriller. There's stuff happening and I need to know what is happening, because who the freak is Josie and what is happening in her life. The format's been really interesting. I know I mentioned it a little bit. There's like 3 different things happening. There's one, like just the obvious how a book works, like narrative of just Josie and Alex and them doing the podcast and just life as it's happening. And then you get glimpses from the podcast, which I showed earlier. So you get like the recording of the podcast and like little glimpses of that. And then also there's a third thing, which honestly took me a while to realize that it was separate from the podcast, but it's Hi, I'm Your Birthday Twin, and it's a Netflix original series. And that's like happening in the future. Basically, the podcast in the book is happening in 2019, but then the Netflix series is happening years later. So they're interviewing people that like know Josie. It's so interesting. There's something sinister that happened that we don't really know what went down. We're only getting Josie's side of the story, and I'm starting to not trust her at all. Yeah, I don't know what's gonna happen. Weird things are happening, and I want to know what is happening. Every character in here is just whack and is either hiding something or is just weird, has secrets. Yeah, I'm kind of terrified to find out what happens. Also, randomly, I stopped on the day that's my birthday. The next chapter occurs on my birthday, which is kind of funny. This is all happening so quickly too, because we're on July 16th. When was the first date? June 8th. So it's been like, what, like 3 weeks roughly? Also, I literally cannot believe how much I've been reading these past few days. Actually insane. I think I might finish this today. Which, if I do, that means I read 2 books in 3 days. I guess I'm back. I literally, not even joking, the last book I read was Just Friends. Well, other than the book I read yesterday. I read Just Friends. It took me all of March and like the first 2 weeks of April to read 1 book. And then here we are reading these ones. It also just helps that I have way too much free time this week. I don't know how that worked out being finals, but I have so much free time. I do have homework left to do, I know. But I also really want to just sit down and read this right now. Can I finish this today? Honestly, very likely. I should do homework today. I have 4 assignments, and I did 1 class today and then turned 1 in that I did last week. So technically I didn't really do anything on my own, but I did 2 out of 4 assignments. So girl math, I should be able to read. Also, it's only 2:30 in the afternoon. I'm gonna read. I really want to read. I read in between classes while I was having lunch. I didn't get very far through, but I was locked in. Time flew by. I'm really enjoying this. It is like kind of icky, some of the stuff that's happening. You don't get to see any of it on the page. It's more just like revealing stuff that happened in the past in the book, but still not very fun things. So definitely look up trigger warnings if you need to. Also, I'm not done, so who knows what's gonna happen in the end. But yeah, I am gonna read probably like an hour and see how far I can get through. So intrigued, literally flying through it. I picked up the book this morning and the bookmark was like around there, and I was like, how in the world did I read that many pages yesterday? Insane. Plus I read probably about like that much yesterday, plus another like 130 pages from the other book. I'm just in a reading mood, which thank you, because I'm not doing well by reading goal, but we're getting back. Anyways, enough yapping. I am going to keep reading. None of this is true. I really want to know what's happening. Okay, see you soon. I finished None of This Is True in 2 days. That's crazy. That means I've officially finished both of these books in 3 days. That's actually insane. crazy. And these are like longer books. They're both about 400 pages. Insanity. Anyways, none of this is true. When I gave it like a 3-star, it was good. The ending was not satisfying. I feel like the idea of the book as a whole was really well executed. It just wasn't satisfying. And this might be a spoiler, so skip ahead just like a few seconds if you don't want to hear anything. But there's no resolution. The title is like really accurate. You have no idea what's true the entire time. And I thought you would get a reveal at the end of like, oh, this is actually what happened. I mean, there kind of is, but I'm hesitant to trust anything that happens in this book because genuinely there's so many lies, and you don't know which ones are lies and which ones are truths. So in that sense, it was really well written in that I genuinely had no idea what was happening the whole time, and I still don't. But also I really wanted a resolution, and there just wasn't really one. But again, that was the point of the book, hence none of this is true. Now, wild ending. I had a few theories, none of them were right. I don't know, it's hard for thrillers to be rated really high for me. I feel like I'm more like thrillers that are more like a mystery versus a lot of thrillers are like talk about like abuse and like really not great topics, and I don't love that. It was interesting though. It was good for what it was. Now the rest of today, I'll probably work on some homework. I really would like to finish all my homework before like I actually graduate. Technically I have until Sunday to turn things in, but I'm not gonna want to do homework after graduation. Might try to crank one out today. I did start it and it isn't gonna be too bad. I don't really want to do it though. I'm so close. I just don't have motivation anymore. But we're gonna do it, and we're gonna do it well, and we're gonna graduate. So yeah, that's the plan. It's only 7. I feel like today has been so long and there's still more. Anyways, that's the plan for us today. Do some homework. I'm probably not gonna start the next book that's sitting over there. It is a shorter one. Low-key, I'm in such a reading mood. I want to just like keep reading and just do that nonstop. But I only have one book left in this room. I'm probably gonna read it over the next few days just to stretch it out so I have something to read. We'll see. I'll see you when I see you. Good morning. Actually, it's not morning at all. It's almost 2. Done a lot today already. Actually, not that much. I slept in, had a chill morning, and then I finished one of my 2 essays. So we're so close. So close. Grab lunch. That's the plan next, to eat lunch. Probably start working on my 2nd essay. Hoping to get that done today. I can either do it today or tomorrow. I'm gonna make myself do it today. At least half of it. The goal is to get like half of it done. We'll see what happens. Also, I want to start the next book today. And also need to start packing up today. So actually there is a lot that I need to get done today, but also I have all day tomorrow. It'll all get done, it's fine. So close. I'll show you my assignment tracker. I created this assignment tracker literally my first year as a freshman. Camry Noel did this, and I may have copied her. But it has every single assignment from this semester, and everything is done except for the last week. Literally so close. I just have this essay left. And then participation is nothing. I already have gone to all the classes, so participation is done. All that's left is literally that one essay, and then my college career is over. Insane. And this semester, it really hasn't even felt that bad because I literally had 3 Bible classes and my capstone, so I really only had to write 1 essay for my major, which was my capstone, and then the rest of them have just been like Bible essays, which has been so much fun. Like this next one is literally the structure and theology of Deuteronomy. Like, that's so fun. I literally just get to read my Bible and write about it for a college class. So it'll be fun. It'll just be like be doing a little Bible study. It's also like only I think like 500 words. So literally the tiniest essay ever. Actually, how much is it? I actually already, wrong one. Set it up. I guess I did set it up. It was a worksheet. Okay, it is 700 words, but that's 175 words per question, so it's gonna be so easy. And that's the last thing, which is insane. So I'll start on that today. Honestly, might just finish it. The goal is to get half of it done, like I said. But I'm just gonna like sit down and try to do half of it, and then I'm probably just gonna be like, well, I'm already here. Might as well finish it. So I'll get to that at some point today. And then probably have to start taking down decorations like this wall. And like all of those, all the stuff over there. My Polaroid wall. It's all gonna go away, which is so sad. Oh, and there's my cap and gown, or at least my cap. Sneak peek. Graduation starts today, so there's families everywhere and people are graduating. So surreal. Okay, I'm gonna go eat lunch, and I'll see you when I see you. finished half of my essay. I feel like I'm on a roll right now, so I am gonna try to just finish it, which is crazy. Also, it's literally not that hard. Like, I wrote maybe 300 words, and I have another like 300 or 400 to write, so it's like not bad at all, and it's fun. It's crazy. Last one, so let's finish this thing. Oh my gosh. That's my last assignment ever. What? This does not feel real, like, at all.
Get that checked off. And honestly, all of these can get checked off too because participation is over. I don't know why I didn't check that off earlier.
I'm done. This does not feel real at all. I feel like I have like class tomorrow and like an essay due next week, but like there's nothing. That's crazy. I was not even expecting to get that done today either. I literally wrote both essays today. That's insane. This genuinely feels like so surreal. Like, what do you mean I'm done with college? That's insane. I don't think it's gonna hit me until like I'm at graduation, but like even then, my brain is not processing the fact that I'm completely done with school. Like, I never have to write an essay again. That's crazy. Good morning. Today is my last full day at GCU, which is absolutely insane. How is that happening? It does not feel real, if you can't tell. It literally does not feel real. It's crazy. Anyways, last night I started our final book of the vlog, One Italian Summer by Rebecca Searle? Serli? No idea. I got 2 chapters in, so not very far, only like, 22 pages. I have thoughts. First off, let me give you a little premise. It's a magical realism, which I've only read a few magical realisms, and every time I like love them. They're so cool. It's a mix of like fantasy and modern day in like one book. We haven't quite gotten there yet, but I'm excited. But basically, our main character, Katie, her mother dies, and she's going through the grieving process. So she goes to Italy on a trip, hence One Italian Summer, that her and her mom were supposed to go on together. But when she gets there, her mom is magically there, but at like I think age 30. Yeah. So she like goes back in time where their mom comes into present day. I'm not sure exactly how it works because I haven't gotten there. And that's not a spoiler, it's in the premise. Although premises are low-key spoilers. Anyways, haven't gotten very far in. However, the main character, Katie, low-key kind of sucks. I don't know if I'm supposed to feel that way about her, but that's how we do feel about her. She's just like very selfish. She describes her mom as being the love of her life. She says that she loves her mom more than she does her husband. And she said that her mom loves her more than her mom loves her father. It's giving kind of narcissism. It's kind of crazy. Ever since her mom died, her world has fallen apart, which obviously you lost your mother. But she's also saying like, oh, I lost the love of my life. It's kind of weird. And now she wants to get a divorce from her husband. Why does my toilet do that? It does that all the time. I don't know what happens. Anyways, what was I saying? Oh, she wants to get a divorce from her husband because she doesn't know how to live life without her mother. And I just don't. Her actions are weird. I don't get her at all. She's just being really bratty to everyone around her and is very self-focused right now. So I'm hoping that that is a plot point and then there's like character growth throughout the book. But so far the main character low-key sucks. So we'll see. But I'm excited to get to Italy. It's gonna be so pretty. As if I'm going. But yeah, that's the book. The goal is to finish it today. I don't think that's gonna happen. I mean, this book actually is quite short. Well, compared to other books. It's like 240 pages. So I definitely can read a lot. But the goal today is to clean this room. Or not clean it, pack this room. Finally gotta say goodbye to all of the decorations, which is so sad, but it's gotta be done. I move out in like 28 hours. So let's do this. It needs to basically be all packed today because tomorrow morning is graduation and then move out like right after that. So let's get this show on the road. Okay, quick update. Room is a mess,
but we're getting there. Cleaning always requires making the room look way worse before everything gets way better. All of this is completely packed, which is so helpful. None of this was here this morning, so it's really good. Most of this is like stuff that was in here, so this is all kind of a mess. There's still stuff in basically all of those drawers. I've cleaned out the top one. So much stuff. But I got everything under my bed completely done, and most of my closet is all packed up. And sneak peek for tomorrow. But this was such a huge help. So close. I also need to clean the bathroom too, so there's a lot to get done. I do gotta head out, but that's okay. It's only 12:30, so there's still so much of the day left. But there's more than I thought there was gonna be. So we're getting there. Blowing.
That's what that reminds me of. They had some in Costa Rica that were taller than me.
Good morning! It's graduation day. How is that real? Also, I feel like Anna, I'm just like, it's coronation day. Also with the bed head. This is what happens when you wash your hair and then air dry it and sleep with damp hair. I graduate in T-minus 3 hours? Less than 3 hours. That's crazy. I have plenty of time to get ready. I did in fact wake up at like 6:30. It's like 7 now, so it's not too bad. My giant bag of makeup that I use maybe twice a year. Let's not do that. Already put on moisturizer. Let's get ready. I guess let me update you on yesterday. I in fact did not read anything yesterday. It ended up being really busy. I always forget how much I actually have to pack. I was like convinced that I was basically done. I'm not. There's still quite a bit that I need to do. And then I picked up my dad from the airport, and then we went to the Phoenix Botanical Gardens, which were gorgeous. I knew they were like here, but I'd never gone, and they were so pretty, like genuinely gorgeous. Like I would go again. They were so pretty. There's this like butterfly garden with over 2,000 butterflies in 14 different species. Get your heart broken, it takes. Jenna Rain came out with a song last night, It Takes a Village, and it has been stuck in my head all morning. It is so good. She's been teasing it for a while, so like I basically already know it. You literally like can't go wrong with her songs. Every single one of them is so good. I cannot wait till she goes on tour soon. We'll be going. But anyways, that was yesterday. Basically was out the entire evening, which was fun, but now I have a lot of stuff that I have to do today. It's gonna be a long day. This blush is gonna last absolutely forever. My sister got it for me like not a year ago. It was either 2 summers ago or 3 summers ago. So much of it. But also I rarely ever do my makeup, so it's gonna last forever. When you get your heart broken, it takes a village. Don't think I put enough. Blush blindness is real. The lighting in here is like not great. Can't really tell what I'm doing. I feel like that was too much. Oops. It's like your mom and your dog and your girls in the car. I can never tell if this highlight is going on. I think so. I genuinely can't tell if there's too much blush or if that looks good. Just keep blending. Just keep blending. Just keep blending. It's done besides lips. Come back and do that later. I think it looks good. It's fine. Oh, can't forget the powder for the glasses. Just a little bit. Now we're done. Super simple. Won't even do. Oh, we'll do something on my eyes. Keep it so simple. Just do a little like dot in the corner. Literally it. And there's the final product. I genuinely can't tell from this lighting if it looks good. I might touch it up later, but it's good for now. Now, gotta curl this mess. It's so aggressively curly. Oh my gosh. It's crazy. It's gonna calm down a bit. I don't want to brush it up too much right now. I'll brush it a little bit later. Like what? It's so curly. That took so long. Oh my gosh. It's now a little past 8, which means I need to be at the arena in less than an hour. Crazy. So uncurly bouncy. Insane. But it's gonna look good with the cap. Anyways, let's get dressed. What? This is crazy. It still does not feel real. I mean, I still need to grab my cap and gown, but here's the fit. So cute. And my hair did kind of calm down a bit. Brush it out a bit more. But what? This does not feel real. Crazy. Still need to put my cap on, but don't know how to do that without smushing my hair, so we'll see what happens. But that's the fit. Absolutely crazy. The mirror that's no longer on my door, but it's time to go. What the heck? I see you. Look at her go. I see you.
Bria Marshall. Madeline Brandenburg.
Trinity Craig.
Tyler Newman.
Oh yeah.
Upon recommendation of the faculty, I confer upon each and every one of you the appropriate bachelor's degree and welcome you to the company of scholars with all of its rights, honors, privileges, and obligations. Take your tassel, move it to the left side. You did it!
Walk to your that was Camden. Last walk to your fucking garage. I love you got them to say that. That's so funny. I was gonna say that and then you just started saying it. And last
I didn't know you were pulling out your camera.
The dining dollars is $1.81 crazy. Last step, returning my mail key. Last thing, actually insane. And that's a wrap. Bro, this is crazy. I actually cannot believe that I just graduated college. Did not finish What a Talent Summer or even get close to it. But that's it for today. I am officially a GCU alumni. That's insane. See you in a bit.